Welcome back. Today I am doing something a little bit different that I love to do, and I'm just sitting down with one of the incredible women inside the CEO Collective to hear her story in her own words. Because if I sat here and told you all day, every day what the benefits of the program were, you'd be like, but I want to talk to somebody in the program. So that is why we're here. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and tap into this amazing conversation that we're about to jump into. So, Jilska, welcome. There are
Thank
no
you.
right or wrong answers here. I just want you to speak from your heart and tell us about your real experience in the program. And the most powerful thing is just to be honest. So, let's take us back to a time before you joined the CEO Collective and share with me what life and business was actually like for you. Like for you.
That was a few years ago. Um, I was it's more side hustle and doubling with rates and what I do and what I'm good at and the self-doubt and all of that. And I was doing basically just tasks.
Mm.
Wasn't really lighting me up. It was merely a means to an end to, put money in my bank account. Some of the things I absolutely hated doing, but they paid for it, so I did it. And there were quite a few jobs that I did that I was up till, 1, 2 a.m. and still getting
Mm.
paid $30 an hour.
Ah, yes.
Would I do that again? No.
No.
Absolutely not. No. Um, and then I was listening to your podcast,
Ah, the podcast.
yeah, on my daily walks, and I was listening, particularly the one about ChatGPT, strangely enough, and the prompts and all of those things. And I thought, oh, I like the sound of what you were delivering and all of those things. And I thought, oh, okay, I must follow you on Instagram, which I started doing. And then I think I sent you an email or I signed up for a discovery call. And I have to say that first discovery call I had with you, I was mortified. I was really scared. I don't know why, because I think I put you up on a I still do have you on a
You
pedestal.
had me on a pedestal. I've been there
Yes.
before.
And at the end of it, I think because I did mention, I don't know if I can afford this and all of that, and you were very flexible. And when I finished the call, and I said, that's probably the first time I have felt comfortable.
Mm.
You did see the value in what I would bring to clients. Um, One thing that really stood out was that I didn't feel inadequate.
Mm.
And that was something I really did, that I didn't know enough from a couple of other coaches that I had been with. Uh, so yeah, fast forward, what, 3 years, 4 years now.
I
And
don't
here
know.
I am.
You are. So, what had you tried before, and why didn't it work for you?
I think the focus was with one of the coaches I worked with, the focus was purely on social media. And going back, I was looking at some of my Canva stuff that I had done, and I was thinking, no wonder this didn't land with anyone. It's just bland and boring. It doesn't,
Mm.
yes, it had its pain point, but there was no strategy. Um, there was, yeah, I wasn't coming from a position of, I know what I'm doing. I am the expert.
Mm.
Um, So, that's how I got my $30 client. Because I did respond to a lead, and I think she tried a few other people, and they all said no. And then, yeah. And I guess at that stage, I was desperate for a client. So I said yes.
We've all been there.
Yeah, exactly. So, There was no strategy. There was definitely no marketing plan. Um, yeah, it was, just market what you're good at, or,
Right.
inbox management. So that's what you
Yeah.
do. And just tick the tasks off. And that was not what I wanted to do.
No. You didn't want to be a doer.
No.
No. So when you were joining, was there any hesitation? Or did you know that it was the right program for you?
Um, there was hesitation in the sense that um, I sort of felt I had to be accountable for myself, and I didn't want to join another program and then, not show up, not do the things I was meant to do, because obviously, you sign up for something like this, and then if you don't follow,
Mm.
then obviously you're not going to get the results. So the hesitation was, yeah, definitely that I wouldn't follow through, because I had paid a lot of money for other courses, and I was sort of halfway through it and I'm thinking, what am I doing this for? This doesn't make any sense. Um, yeah.
And tell me,
Um,
what was the moment that when you realized that the program was different?
I think our calls, the weekly calls or the twice weekly calls, the value of the content that you had, all the learnings, all the templates, everything that you shared, um, was just incredible. And like, I know I have been talking about you to a couple of my friends, and um, they said, oh, so, what do you get for it? And I said, look, there's, two calls, there's a mindset call, there's this, and they were just blown away and said, oh, we've just got one call a month.
Oh,
So I said, no, no, we have many calls during the week.
yep.
Yes.
We have 4 calls now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. So, what's changed? Let's talk about your business first and then we'll talk about you. What's changed in your business since joining? Walk me through some of those real results.
Um, I think the first time I felt that this is real, this is me, this is my business, I've got to grow this, because this is what I really want to do, was the experience when we went to Bali the first time. That was definitely life changing for me. Also, I think being in the room with different personalities, yourself, and I think feeding off each other with just the sheer exuberance, excitement, um, all of that was like, oh my God, this is real. That was real pinch me moments.
Yeah.
And I also learned a lot from everyone who was there. Because I think up to that point it was, yeah, this is my business, I sort of dipped my toe in, and yeah. But then it was okay, I've spent the money, I've invested in myself, and this is real. This is, there
Correct.
is potential. And also, I think it was, um, I think having, how can I put it, really backing myself.
Yeah.
So,
So you talk about $30 an hour when you first started.
yes,
What's your hourly rate right now?
95.
And what sort of months are you hitting right now? Or what's been your biggest month so far?
11,000.
You've done it a few times now, haven't you?
Yeah. So I did 3 consecutive months of 10,000 last year after we came back from Bali.
Oh, looks like we need to have another retreat. Retreats are a game changer.
Yes,
Which
they are.
we'll come to that in a minute. So not just business numbers. Tell us a little bit about what's changed in you, the way that you think, the way that you show up, the way that you see yourself.
I think being more accountable, I do, and you know this, I have the wobble, where I doubt myself, what I can deliver, confidence in myself, all of those things. I do have a very active monkey mind. I think for me personally is after I was diagnosed with breast cancer and going through all of that, and I did work through a lot of that. Still getting paid the $30 an hour. Um, and at the end of that, I sort of thought, no, I can do better than this.
Yeah.
Um, and it was more to prove to myself and I guess family and friends who say, "What do you do? What's the thing that you do?"
That thing. It's my very successful, profitable business now. Thank you very much. What
Yes,
you can say to them, isn't it?
yes. So, is that a real job?
Yep. Pays the
So,
bills plus more.
yes, exactly. I've gone on more overseas trips than you have.
Exactly. What are you doing now that you couldn't have imagined that you did before you joined?
um, Building the business. And I know when I started and when I was working with one of the other coaches, my idea and dream was to actually build the business up to have, you know, two or three other subcontracted staff working with me. Um, then I got cancer and then that was shelved. And now that I feel I've actually come into my own. Um, and so that little dream and that idea is still there. It's burning. And I would ideally love to get to that maybe next year once Tamia finishes up with her salon and I can work full time.
Well, you don't need anybody else's permission. You could do it this year.
No, no. Um, so yeah, I think I'd like to do that. And I think the difference is just having the confidence in myself. And I know I have put in a lot of work with mindset
Yeah.
and all the meditations and yeah, all the stuff that we've done through the collective. Every single one of those things has helped. And I have gone back a few times and rewatched some things because I think, oh, that's interesting. I didn't pick that up.
It's interesting when you watch something back and you're a very different person to digest it.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Tell me, how's your relationship changed with money, clients, and your own worth whilst you're in the program?
oh, that's been a huge shift. So money, definitely, I am worthy of what I charge, and that was a struggle for me to get to that point. And with my clients, if they say, you're too expensive, or we can get someone else. Um, Previously, I would have dropped my rate
Yeah.
and said, "Oh no, let's see, we can, maybe work something out." And now it's like, no, that's okay.
No.
We're not aligned. You're not my ideal client.
Great.
And I feel um, probably good about it, just thinking that I can let it go. I
Yeah.
don't need to chase, that something better will come along. And that's been really hard for me.
Yeah.
Um, that's been really hard because it's like, oh my God, if I let her go, what am I going to do? I
Mm.
may not get another client. But yeah, it's definitely the confidence in backing myself. And if it doesn't align, then it was not meant to be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
amazing. Every no gets you closer to a yes.
so yeah,
Every no,
exactly.
yep. Every no gets you closer to a yes.
Yep. Yep.
So tell me, what about the community? What does being inside the community has meant for you, and what does it feel like to be surrounded by all of the other women in the program?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think some of my closest, and I would definitely say closest friends are within the community. Definitely. There's, all of them, every single one. I mean, even, like a couple of the others who've left and
Yeah,
who, I may not have as much contact with them, but
it's still there.
every so often they will still pop up on one of my posts or whatever and say, hi, we really like this. And it's like, oh,
Well, I
that's
like that.
really good. It's supportive.
Yeah,
It's very, very supportive. There's no bitchiness.
no,
No, there's none of that.
so good.
Um, yeah. And I think it's also, um, yes, being supportive, but we also, hold each other up and you know, if someone's having a really crappy day, we're there. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Yeah.
love that.
And
I
it's a
love
safe space.
it is.
It
Yeah,
is a very safe space. Yeah.
yeah. I
You
love
can
all
bitch and
the
moan and say
friendships we.
anything
I
you
love all the
want.
friendships that are formed. That just happened organically. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all you guys.
absolutely.
But yeah, it's definitely a great supportive community. So this one always makes me laugh because it's great to hear what everyone has to say. But what is something that I've said to you, or a few things? Because when I asked Rachel, there was about
Shall
five
I
things.
just drop my list?
What are a few things that I've said or that I say that you will never forget?
Oh, I can't remember exact words, but your TED Talks. Every single time, Sasha, every time I need as you would say, a kick up the backside. Yeah,
Yep,
I'll just have to message you. I said, oh, I don't know, I'm not feeling this and I'm thinking, and then you come straight back.
with the TED
And
Talk.
it's frank, it's direct, but it is exactly what I need.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. I can't remember exact
No,
word,
no, that's fine.
but definitely.
I love giving the TED Talks. They're my favorite. They just drop in intuitively. I love it. So, who would you say the CEO collective is absolutely for and why?
um, it is for, I'd say, VAs or BMs who are looking to scale their business, grow, get the support from a really good community and yourself. Um, and also to have that accountability and in a safe environment.
Love
And
that.
what's the second part of the question? I've forgotten. Or did I
Oh,
answer it
why?
all?
Why should people join?
Why? Oh my goodness. Because we're being coached by you. What other reason?
You tell
The
me.
TED Talks, the kick up the bums, the strategy.
Yep.
Um, it's it's a really generous program. It's honest. Um, it's supportive. It's yeah. If you really want to grow and scale and have someone who's going to be accountable, that you're going to be accountable and really guide you in the right direction and give you all the tools.
Mm,
You can do you can look up YouTube or whatever it is and figure it out, but that's not going to work. No. Um, yeah, so definitely.
great. So part of our program is obviously having a overseas retreat, and it's a pivotal point in every year that we do this. So you've been to
Yes.
two Bali retreats now. You're
Yes.
I'm right in saying that you've booked for Fiji,
Oh yeah, flights are booked, accommodation is
flights are booked,
booked.
she's in.
Yes.
What would be the biggest shift for you? Like talking about the last two experiences, what was the biggest shift for you that obviously changed you in your business when you came back?
Uh, I would say listening and also learning from the others who were present because there were, varying stages of business. And all of them were all, I think, very successful women. So it's definitely that. And all the sessions that we had, really going deep down into strategy, marketing, all of those things. Um, and I think being in the room helps so much.
Yeah,
And definitely the sound healing, the breath work, all of that. I think for me, that was a game changer.
yeah, great.
Yeah.
Love that. So, if someone was saying that they're interested, but they're sitting on the fence, or if they're waiting for the right time to jump in and join us in the collective, what would you say to them?
It's never the right time. I mean, when I joined you, I didn't feel it was the right time. You just make it work because otherwise you're putting it off
Yeah,
for to get a client or to get something else. I think you need to, and I'm a very risk averse person, so I think there comes a time when you just have to take that leap of faith and go all in and trust yourself, back yourself.
back yourself.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, is there anything else that you would like to add or anything that you would like to share to anybody listening?
So many things. I mean, you're a great coach. No,
Thank
really, really. I mean this hand on heart. You are a very great coach, a really good coach. And I think it's the empathy and the listening and everything that you give. Like you're very generous with your time and all of the resources that we've got over the years has been, I can't even put a dollar value to that. It's been incredible. And also I think if ever we are stuck with a question or how do I do this, or can you have a look at this, you jump on straight away, which I know, having worked with a couple of other coaches, they don't do. So and I think maybe it's probably because you have worked in the industry, you know what it's like. um and there's no bullshit.
No,
There's no bullshit.
no.
No. No, it's straight, and I like that.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
fluff.
great.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah. And I think it's about the delivery as well. Like I can be harsh sometimes, but you're not going to sit there and be like, "Oh my gosh, you hurt my feelings today."
We're all
No,
adults.
it's sensitive. I say it with
Oh,
love anyway.
yeah, exactly. Oh, the TED Talks I've had a few, I thought, oh my God, did
You're
she
like,
actually say?
yeah, she's right.
Yeah,
I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I really appreciate it today.
that's okay. Thank you.